when I was in high school with a play, a comedy. It was a parody of Hamlet. It was very funny. But why did I start it? Because I moved in a new country, and it was a way of getting accepted and accustomed to a new culture and getting friends. And while in the class, I felt a bit isolated. In a theater group, I felt totally accepted because it doesn't matter language you speak, or my Italian wasn't very good at that time, so it really didn't matter. I was just accepted in this group of people, and that's when I understood that culture has no barriers. It's a way of getting people together no matter where they come from. So it was wonderful, and I just fell in love with theater. Yes, a lot, because language is a totally different culture. You bring, that's why it's so good for actors to work on dialects and languages, because you just change, and the mannerism and attitude changes. Like, I can be a tough Russian woman, and then my accent will change, and I'm gonna be very street because I grew up on streets of Moldova, and nobody is gonna deal with me. Or I can be very classy or posh British girl, or I don't know, a valley girl. It just brings a different life to every character. Of course, you have to research like what time period they lived, what social level they had, and the whole mechanism on speaking the language or the dialect just changes. You bring that life. It's not Silvia anymore. It's not that the actor is a different human, and it's just magic. I loved it from the first second I read it. My agent, she thought, you'll never get it because I don't see you like that. She said, I send you the opportunity, but I never thought you will get it. I said, okay, thanks. But that's the beauty of it, because it was totally different from me. This girl, 16, 17 years old, who lived in 1873. That's when they started to build this tunnel, the longest tunnel in Europe, Gotthard. And women were not allowed to work in the tunnel. So my character, Leo, she decides to pretend to be a boy. She's from a very poor family. Her brother dies, and she takes his clothes, cuts her hair, and pretends to be a guy. From the whole project, well, half of the project, you would think she's a guy. I think there are challenges, like you have to juggle a lot of things. You want to be fully realized in your career, but you also want to have a family and dedicate time to that, and friends, and it takes courage to follow your dreams. And women are stronger nowadays, so we're lucky. Our generation is lucky to have powerful women as models. So it is challenging, but at the same time, for anybody who wants to arrive at a certain level, it's very challenging. It depends on your ambitions. In 2012, I got my degree at Milano State University, and I had a very, let's say, tough and sad period. Like, nothing bad happened, but artistically I didn't feel any growth. So one of my teachers said, why don't you apply at the Actors Studio in LA? And Actors Studio, everybody knows about it, especially people who are into theater. And I said, they will never accept me. Yeah, I thought they will not accept me. But anyway, I wrote them, I sent everything, and what I got was an appointment with Martin Landau, who is an Academy Award actor, and he's now the artistic director of the studio in LA. And I got that appointment at the end of October 2012. I went to America for the first time in my life. I didn't know anyone. I literally went only for that meeting, but I said, okay, I'm gonna stay here anyway for a month, even if I don't get in. Just in case, I'm just gonna explore. I was shaking when I met him, but it was amazing because at the end we ended up talking for 2 hours and he accepted me. So then I started to study with them, and my invitation at the studio was 3 months, which transformed into almost 2 years, and it's still going. So it's been 4 years I'm studying with them, and every time I'm not shooting something outside, I'm going back to the actor's studio. It's an artistic gym and it's great people. So that was my family there, because I didn't know anyone at all in America or in LA. And first people I met was the actor's studio, and it was amazing because they're beautiful artists, directors and writers and actors, and I felt immediately at home in a way, in a totally new country. So many good people, so many inspiring people. Well, in Italy, I would love to work with Sorrentino because he's the only director I think I watched from the first movie till the last project. And the way he writes is so inspiring. I can't believe, and of course the beauty in each movie and the irony in the stories he tells and the truth, but also the poetry. It's very inspiring, and I'd love to work with him. Kate Blanchett is a very inspiring figure to me. Meryl Streep. I love the work of the young director Damien Chazelle, who did one of the most beautiful movies I ever watched, La La Land. I think it's one of the most beautiful movies in general. I was totally I had no words. How beautiful. And he also writes his project. That's so beautiful. They write and then they direct it, and it's very inspiring because, oh my God, these human beings are connected to God or superpowers because they're doing this amazing, inspiring films. Always follow your instincts and your heart, no matter what other people say, because it's very easy to fall into a trap and try to please people. And I'm even, learning it daily. You don't want to please people, you want to be truthful to you. And even in life, you shouldn't do things you don't feel like doing. So I feel if you follow your heart and your dreams, then you're on the right track. And there's something in you that tells you, okay, this is good, it feels good to you. So I think that's the key in artistic work, or even in any job you do, or just how you live your life.